you feel yourself changing, so you don't really recognize yourself, and that's always really hard.
Layla Graves, known as Thally, walks Southern Miss campus like every other student. But what people don't see is the struggle she hides behind her smile. To her friends, Thally is
fiery,
captivating,
honest.
She's also depressed, which plays a role in many aspects of her life. Her social energy drops soon after she attempts to hang with her friends.
I think sometimes I feel guilty when I'm with my college friends because like we're all just want to hang out and have fun, and I'm like in the corner panicking. And then I just like kind of shut down.
Thally shuts down in more than social situations. Her depression takes a toll on her daily routine as well.
I was pretty much just by myself. In my room, I would like sleep all day and like cry at night. It was really hard.
At times, her mental health affects her eating habits, which impacts her physical health.
I find myself, I guess, like stress eating. Like I'm constantly snacking, like out of boredom or like stress. And now I just eat whatever is easier. Like I find myself going to Chick-fil-A most days, and then I feel a lot of guilt around it. But it's just like what's cheaper and what I have time for.
Along with what she faces, depression changes the reality of a person's life. Her life. Depressed people see the world from another point of view.
Depression is a cluster of symptoms that are characterized mainly by having a period of depressed mood for more days than not, more times during the day than not, over the course of 2 weeks or more.
In less formal terms, their experiences seem half glass empty. Thally looks at college in this way. She loves the benefits of college, but each semester becomes an issue at some point.
It starts to get really hard, and especially the end of the semester is always kind of busier. You have more stuff like papers, exams, like it's always a lot more happening. And so it just becomes so overwhelming.
When she starts to feel the urge to slip into another dark space, Thally takes a step back from school to calm her nerves. But even in doing that, she feels stressed with missing information and assignments.
Oh, well, I didn't go to class, so I don't know what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to turn it in, I'm going to make a bad grade, and then the teacher's going to think I'm dumb.
College can be stressful, but Dr. Nicholson thinks the transition from home to college causes the depression Thally faces.
I think it is definitely a stressful life transition, and sometimes life transitions are negative. Like people may experience some increase in psychological, concerns or distress.
With the workload of school and the transition into adulthood, Thally struggles with impressing her family as a first-generation college student.
Then they get upset 'cause they don't know. They're like, oh, well, you just went to class and that's it. And they don't understand the actual workload.
Thally works through the transition of college while she continues to work through each semester, but college does not warrant depression to her family. Dr. Nicholson touches on how most families frown upon depression.
Family members may discourage people from admitting or accepting that somebody has depression because they don't want to admit a fault, right?
Thally feels guilty about needing to depend on her family more since she is enrolled as a full-time student.
So going from like having plenty of my own money to like having to depend on my family is another reason like where my guilt comes from. It's like it puts more pressure to like do well in school and be fully committed.
Her family's expectations put a strain on her goals and aspirations as well.
And so they're like so excited and they're like, you're gonna go to school and you're gonna be a businesswoman. And sometimes I'm like, what if that's not what I want to do?
Thally finds ways to cope with the stress of her family's impact on her college career and mental health. She understands that they do not understand.
I've learned to like accept things, see them the way they are, and let it go a little bit.
Her advice to people in her situation is taking time to yourself, however you want.
Going on a quiet walk or like working out or something like that, just like time for yourself is really good to like take a step back and just like put things into a clearer picture.
She feels life will never be easy, but one thing would bring her happiness.
Just like being able to find a little more peace is like what I'm trying to do every day. Okay.